Thou, thine art ready.
Oh, should be I art, I think.
They just say, oh yeah, thine is still you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Thou and thine.
Yeah.
Just
Thine
says
is.
I? That seems so lame
I
compared
know.
like everything else.
Yep. Thee, thine, and thou are all to somebody else, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Yep.
I or. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
I.
Lame.
Lame.
There should be some thy.
Yeah. Lame.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Thy.
Yeah.
Your stuff.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah. Me and
me.
I. Me.
Mine.
Mine. Well, that says possession. Yeah, English is weird. F it.
Yeah.
All right, here goes.
That old English shit.
It Here goes. It begins in 3, dos, uno. Coming up on TMS, the Great Homer Experiment.
Just call me Hi Hitler.
Best pizza is in another castle.
Bright pink is older than you are.
Tom's Tech Time and Recommendals and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
How about you, Wally? Where do you fit in all this?
Oh, I'm a one-man team that does a job with no glory attached. I gather the props together, and boy, what a headache.
You sound like you need a helper. Could I lend a hand?
Would you? I mean, would you really?
Sure, I'd like it. I don't know anything about props, but I could learn.
Hello, inner tubers.
The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. Morning stream.
The morning stream. Save it for the French.
Morning stream. The morning stream. Morning stream. Morning stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Morning Stream. It is The Morning Stream for October 17th, 2018. Scott Johnson here. Brian Ibbett there.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. Except I'm here, you're there. But I think
Did I do it backwards?
Yeah. I'm here, you're there.
Oh, right.
You said that I was there, but clearly I'm not there.
You're
I'm
here. Wait. Oh, I see. Because from your perspective, you're here.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Hey, what chat room? What do you? There's a lot of weird things being said, and I'm not going to try to translate them. Hey, let's get to it. It's a time for another show. Welcome to the morning stream. Busy week, lots of going on, and today's Wednesday. It means we gotta get to it. We gotta lay it down. We gotta flatten it out. We gotta cook it just right, and we gotta take it out and then cut it and serve it. And please,
Right.
everybody.
Put sauce on it. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
it's dry.
Always sauce. Always sauce it up. That's what I say. So, hey, I did an experiment. You want to hear about my science
Of course.
experiment? All right.
Yeah, wow.
You're like my science high school teacher, not just because he was totally bald. That's not why. Okay.
Oh, because of bald. Everybody's bald. Everybody looks bald the same.
He was.
I didn't even say that right. Everybody who's bald looks the same. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Oh, I got to tell you something
Not
funny.
everybody looks bald the same.
Since we were just talking about that yesterday, it reminded me of something else. So,
Yeah.
a longtime listener named Jack sent me a tweet this morning. He's about 2 episodes behind on the show, and but that's pretty good. I think if you're keeping up that well, I think you're doing all right. And he said, "Hey, now that the president is calling women horse faces, are you going to stop calling Sarah Jessica Parker a horse face?"
I didn't hear about this. President called some woman a horse face.
Oh, you didn't hear about this? It was we talked about it yesterday a little bit, but she it's what's her name, the porno actress lady that he paid off.
Oh,
Stormy Daniels there. So in a tweet he says, okay, so their lawsuit was thrown out. Now I can go after Horseface and her 2-bit lawyer, is what he said.
Holy.
Yeah, it was pretty
Wow.
hardcore. So now, because he's done that, there's no way I'm going to call anyone a horseface again. I'm never going to do it.
You don't want to be like lumped in the same group as President Cheeto.
No, I don't want to do that. It's freaking. Yeah. It's mean. So
yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore. So thanks, Jack, for the reminder. All right, so here's my experiment.
Yes.
There's been a lot of discussion over the years about the Simpsons. And it's 30-year run, and whether or not it's any good anymore, Like a lot of people who came of age, like at season 8 or 9, say that nothing's good after that. Well, I say it's because you had puberty. I think it changed your whole worldview, so you just don't like
You changed. The world didn't change. You changed.
Yeah, you changed, and you just can't recognize it. Or other people like me who, I guess I was 18 or something when the thing premiered, proper. I saw the Tracy Ullman stuff, I guess, before that, but excuse me, some of us have stuck with it through that entire time, and I won't say that every episode's amazing because there's too many to say that that's even possible. Statistically, it's impossible, but I think it's held up just fine, and I tend to catch new episodes, and I don't understand what the big deal is. And obviously, the show's popular enough that they keep it on the air for eternity. Okay, so I also think we owe The Simpsons a lot in terms of how it changed primetime comedy and animation specifically, and I think it ushered in a whole new world of entertainment. So all of that on the side, I thought I need to just test my own theory that it's still good or not good. Mm-hmm. And with the help of a, let's call them Plex friend, I was able to go back to what many believe to be the prime era, and I would agree with them, the really amazing seasons like season 4 and 5 and that in there. Yeah. So I went and watched 2 episodes of season 4, a Halloween episode, which was great. Was the one with the Free Frogurt, that one.
Oh, best one, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And then
Gremlins, yeah.
Yeah, and it was, by the way, the thing that he sends him home with, I forgot what that was. It was Krusty Doll. So they mashed.
Oh, right. So it was the Twilight Zone thing too.
Mm-hmm. So they well, I don't know about Twilight Zone. It was more like
it was the episode of Twilight Zone with the talking Tina doll that hated the guy that
you're right. You're right. That may have been it. I was thinking more like Chucky. So maybe it's like 3 things together.
Kind of 3 things, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's very funny and very good and great. And I watched that, and I watched a regular episode, and then I jumped to the most recent available season, and I watched the same seasonal order of an episode plus a Halloween episode. This would have been from 2017, I guess.
So basically, you watched 2 episodes from season 4 and then 2 episodes from a more recent season 29. One of which, in each case, was the Halloween episode.
Yeah, just so I could compare them and say, well, here's roughly the same.
It wasn't like the first episode of the season and the Halloween episode. It was just a random episode from the...
Yeah, it was the one, which it's whatever is the one right before the Halloween one. So I don't know what number.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you are... Gotcha.
I don't know what number that is, but it's like, whatever that is. So
sure.
I did that, and I am here to tell you, again, it's a subjective thing, and I know that other people can have weird opinions, and that's fine. Everyone have your opinions. I enjoyed it just as much, the new thing, as I enjoyed the old thing. I don't think they've lost their way. I think it's still funny. I think it's still relevant, and I had a great time with it. I understand when things get old, people tend to put it out to pasture, especially in our culture. We tend to do this. Like, we don't... Nobody cares about who's the guy that used to do voice impressions in the 60s and 70s. It was very popular. Who was that guy? He did Reagan and stuff.
Oh, well, you're talking about you're not talking about Rich Little, are you?
Rich Little, that's the guy.
Older than Rich Little? Okay.
Rich Little.
Rich Little was more 70s and 80s.
Okay, so Rich Little, where is he now? Who cares now? Well, some old lady in Branson, right?
Actually, he's got a tenure. He's got a residency at the Tropicana. Last I saw.
Okay, so he's in Vegas. A step up even. But he's not. Better, yeah. He's not on every primetime sketch show. He's not. And they don't even have those anymore. But his day, his peak has come and gone because people have decided, oh no, now it's time to move on to something new. That's old business. And I understand how people might look at a 30-year-old animated television show and say, oh, it's well past its prime. I understand that. I totally get it. Mm-hmm. But I am telling you, sight unseen, just grab the episode out of the ether and see it and watch it and see if it's funny. It was freaking funny. It was good. Cool. I enjoyed it. So, look, come at me, at me if you need to. I'm just saying, Simpsons holds up, and I wish it was streaming someplace more convenient than at FFX app because I don't want to buy it.
Right.
I'd rather just have it be somewhere easy, but it's great. And so take that, everyone who hates it. It's still funny.
It's funny. I mean, he was the dude. Rich Little back in the 70s. Every roast, every game show, and wherever there was a celebrity, wherever you could have a guest celebrity appearance, Rich Little was the dude.
Yeah. Was he, though? I remember him feeling... I felt like we were catching his tail end. Were we not? Was he bigger than I thought then? Because
I think he was bigger. I mean, I feel like his... it looks like he started years active, 1963 to present. Well, he's active.
Yeah, he's active. He's still doing things. Sure. Why not?
Yeah, but I'm trying to see, Wow, he was a regular on the Julie Andrews Hour. Do you remember there being a Julie Andrews Hour?
No.
1972 and 1973?
No idea what that is.
Regular on the Dean Martin Celebrity Roasts. Yeah, that I remember. Okay. Here's something. This is bizarre. We all know he did the President Nixon. That was like one of his famous impressions was President Nixon.
Sure.
On the soap opera Santa Barbara, he appeared as Nixon in 1991 as the ideal sperm donor in some character named Gina's fantasies.
Wait, as Nixon?
As Nixon. So a character on the soap opera Santa Barbara was having fantasies about a sperm donor, and they got Rich Little to play Richard Nixon.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Someone in the chat says he's all like Fox News guy now. Is he?
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. These guys, they all get old and go, I'm hardcore conservative
Well, he
now.
made an appearance on Fox News. Does that really mean that he's
I don't know. Is he a commentator?
Fox News guy?
That means I think he comes on and does commentary. You know, they do
That'd
that
be
with
hilarious,
people. They
right?
bring in like freaking Steven Seagal or like
Steven Seagal.
who was the other guy I last saw that was like, Chuck Woolery is all up in the far right business now.
Is he really?
Yeah, you should read his Twitter. That guy's he's all up in it. Yeah.
We'll be back for the elections in 2 and 2. Wow, look at Rich Little is actually starting to look like Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I think he might be Ronald Reagan at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if his political commentary doesn't include impersonations of everybody. And then Lindsey Graham was like, "Hey, I don't want to see this kind of argument going on in the Supreme Court nomination." And then Trump was like, "Yes, I don't want to see this thing, and we got to get him in." And then Judge Kavanaugh was like, "I'm gonna scooch up my face." Like if he's not doing impressions of every single person on the panel.
Then what is he on for? Exactly. What do we have him on for?
Exactly. Why is he our political pundit?
Yeah. If you're going to make him a talking head, make him a imitation talking head who's just doing everybody. That'd be great. Anyway, it's not what I meant, pants arsonist. I didn't mean he was far right. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay? Let's not pretend we don't know what I mean. Okay, so that was an interesting experience, and I would recommend people try it if you want to see whether or not your beloved old cartoon has held up these many decades later. And I say that it has.
Watch an older episode of it, and from when you remember it most fondly, compare it then and to now is what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Also, people have been using the PO box, and some of you are like, what? PO box? What?
What have they been using it for, Scott?
Well, they've been sending stuff.
The man's sleeping in there.
I got some Film Sack DVDs I need to send to all you guys now. I've got some other stuff waiting. I haven't actually seen it yet, but it's waiting over there. And I'll get it. But there's a brand new PO box that anybody anywhere can send stuff to if you wanna. And it's super simple. You just go over to frogpants.com and just look on the contact page, or just go to /contact over there, and you'll see it. It's just an address. It's listed there publicly. You can send whatever you want. And we'd be happy to, check it out. So it's just to make that whole process easier. You don't have to worry about how big or small it might be. You just send it. There's a new P.O. box. Boom.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, the postnet that postnet that the Coverville P.O. box is at. I told you this when we were chatting over text about postnet and P.O. boxes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that a place that just does mailing services for you and has P.O. boxes could have such bile thrown at it on the internet. But my Postnet has a horrible Yelp score. I mean, I know why it is. There's kind of a, I don't know.
It's a guy, right? It's some dude you said.
The guy that owns it is, listen, I think he gets nickeled and dimed by UPS and the U.S. Postal Service and stuff like that.
Sure.
And he just carries that right on, and kind of that anger against it right onto the customer. So if you look at the Arvada, what would be the address? 64th Avenue Postnet Yelp. It's actually pretty funny because not only is everybody complaining about this guy, But then he responds to almost every Yelp with, well, you're the one who came in and expected me to box up your stuff for free and give you packing peanuts and shove stuff in there for you when you didn't have your stuff packed up. I remember you.
Wait a minute. He's barking these complaints at you.
Well, not at me.
Oh, at people. Oh, he'll go into I gotcha. So he'll go into Yelp. He'll go into Yelp and you yell back at them for negative Yelps. I get it.
Scott, are you getting distracted by the chat room?
No. No, I was confused. I thought you meant you were saying things, and he was coming after you. Like, what has he done to you, though? What's he done to you?
He he charges me. Oh, so if I get a box or a package that doesn't fit in my PO box, and I've got a PO box that can easily handle CDs and DVDs and stuff like that. It's kind of they're not the smallest, but the next size up.
Yeah.
Because I get a lot of CDs, and it would be kind of dumb for me not to be able to have something that can help hold CDs.
Right.
But if I get a package sent there that is bigger than that, then he'll call me the day it arrives, leave a message for me, and if for whatever reason I can't go pick it up within 2 days, then I start paying $2 a day for them to store it.
What does he call you when he calls you? Does he call you Mr. Ibbott? What does he call you?
Brian, you got a package here that doesn't fit in your PO box.
Oh,
so come on,
pick that.
Come on, pick that up today.
Just that voice tells me everything I need to know.
And if you don't, what was the other thing? Shoot. Oh, yeah. If somebody goes to my website and gets the address, and they have like the street address, the city, state, zip code, my name, Coverville on there, all that stuff, but they forget to put on my box number.
Yeah.
Then he sends it back.
That really?
Like
but he knows.
If it says Brian Ibbott, Coverville, 1490, whatever, 64th Avenue, Arvada, Colorado, 80007. Even if it has Brian Ibbott and Coverville on it, he sends it back.
But he knows it's you.
He knows it's me.
Well, then
Yes.
He
says that it's well, I can't, legally I can't accept it. I
Oh
have to
my
send it back.
gosh.
So make sure, but he doesn't do it like sometimes he will tell me very nicely, Brian, the people are sending you stuff or forgetting to put on the PO box number. I had to send back 3 things today. It's like, well, what?
Now, wait a minute. You're talking to me. You know that it's me.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
I'm
yeah.
annoyed by that.
Yeah.
Chat room says that's the
Unfortunately-
whole point of them is they're supposed to hold your packages regardless.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I mean, this place is super, super convenient. It's like walking distance. I don't want to say how close it is because then people can pinpoint my address. I don't care, but I mean, it's 2-3 blocks away from my house. I can walk there and go get stuff and get it back, but go pick up stuff. But yeah,
I'm annoyed. I'm really.
I'm glad
annoyed.
you've got a nice postnet.
I think so. So far, it's a nice lady. She calls up and says, "Hey, you got a little deal going." Okay.
And really, he's just trying to make a living like everybody else, and if he can't do it, it's just funny that he comes across so Newman, so Newman-esque.
Yeah, very Newman. I was gonna say Newman or like who else is like this? Like the comic book
Cliff
guy.
Clavin was a little bit.
Yeah, if he was a bigger jerk.
They put the postage on it, so I had to send it back.
Yeah, I hate that. It's not my kind of. It's the personality type I clash with the most. So good luck with that. Have fun with that. Speaking of mail, real quick here. Have you ever been porch pirated? You ever had a porch pirate? Or something?
No.
You haven't had that done? Okay.
No, but I've got. I sound like Joe Paranoia, but I've got the Ring doorbell, so any movement on the doorstep, and I got video of that.
Yeah.
But then I also, because I work downstairs and I don't have windows, I have a whole computer screen that is my front lawn. And we've talked about this before. Like I've watched the neighbor back into my trash cans before.
Yep.
Talked about it on this very show. And that also notifies me if there's movement. So, there's cameras. There's cameras all over the damn place, Scott. Nobody's getting near my house without me knowing about it.
So you're better off than I am.
I've been porch pirated. Have you?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know for sure though, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like there's
never been a situation where something was reported to get all the way to me and then disappear.
Right. I did have something that got here, or supposedly got here, and they said they dropped it off, but it went to a neighbor, but that's not the same, and I ended up getting it. And I've had stuff lost in the mail that never arrived, but I've never had anything come to the door, Amazon or whatever, and then have somebody take it. And so, but I'm hearing like that's on the uptick, like it's getting real bad for a lot of places and people.
Yeah, it's
Christmas,
it's getting
especially.
really bad, like especially around Christmas time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all the reason I bring it up is I was A, curious if it had ever happened to you, and B, like, would it do me any good to have camera footage of some guy in a hoodie who just runs up and grabs it and takes off? Like, what good will it do me? You know?
I mean, if you've got if you can see their car, then that helps. But yeah, I mean, even with the Ring doorbell, somebody runs up, grabs it, runs back. It's not like you've got enough time to go up and get it. Yeah. However, the cool thing about my setup is that if something arrives and I'm here, I go up and get it immediately. Like I see the UPS truck pull up, and I start going up the stairs now so that I can go and get it when the guy gets up to the door. Usually freaks him out too. He's like, "Oh, hey," because it looks like I'm just waiting at the door for a delivery. Because I open the door as he's walking up the steps. But yeah.
All right. Maybe I need to up my game that way. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. It just seems like thing to worry about, I guess.
I wonder if there's a way to do to make some sort of, they've got the security mailboxes where obviously you can drop stuff in the little slot, and then you need a key to open it up. I mean, I guess you could do some sort of bin.
Yeah, you could do a big bin. I'm sure they make those. I'm sure that's
a
thing.
But
a lot of people. What if you did like a airlock style deal, like the I know somebody who's done this, but basically you'd have to build it into your house, but you have a door that's openable by everybody, and then there's a little space in there, and then another door. And so the idea is they would come in when there's nothing in there, they would put in their boxes, and when they leave, the door shutting would lock. And then you would come from the other side of the ship, or your the house, to the airlock, open it, pull it out through. So you'd have like a little in-between space.
That's great if you only get one thing a day. Yeah. Like if you get a UPS and a FedEx on the same day, then you're screwed.
Yeah, that's
what you need is like a slot that they can put something fairly large into, a decent sized box, but the bottom is like a trap door.
Yeah.
So as soon as they put it in, that trapdoor lowers, it slides down the trapdoor, and then the trapdoor flaps back up.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's kind of how mailboxes work in the city, right? They have that weird flap thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. The ones that you pull down and put the mail in. Yeah. Because there's no way you can snake your arm around that business.
Yeah. Okay. We've solved it. We've got to figure it out.
Trenched Wildfire. Cap this audio. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know what. I don't know.
Talking about door
I say
things?
That. It's probably not the tone in which you intended it, but still.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of pneumatic tubes, but you'd have to have a much bigger pneumatic tube to handle boxes and things. But I'd love the idea of like a shunk and having it fly through a pipe and then show up down here for me. Oh, that'd be super cool.
Donnie thinks magnets. By the way, Gutter as a Tool says, or you guys could just get real jobs and have it shipped to the office.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's entirely true. Let's do that. Let's get real jobs.
Gutter as a Tool. What about Saturday deliveries, huh?
Yeah, what are you going to do then? What about those weird Sunday ones I get sometimes, Gutter as a Tool? What about those? Yeah, I get those now. Oh, tomorrow my 3/4, whatever the hell they call it, the big arcade cabinets that ship.
Oh, yeah.
Getting it tomorrow. I'm so excited.
You ordered one of those?
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
Back in like June. So I ordered the Rampage machine, not for Rampage though.
Right.
Because that one has Joust.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably ordered the one that would have Joust on it.
Which
so
is
see what else that one's got on it.
It's kind of dumb because I'm just going to hack it and fill it full of MAME ROMs anyway.
Can you do that? Is there
I'm
is
sure.
there a way to do that?
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
I'm really excited to see big, tall Scott Johnson at a 3/4 size.
Well, I actually have a question about that. If it's 3/4 size, but it's scaled, right? It's a scale thing.
Right.
Wouldn't it be? Let's see. Would I have to?
It's 4 feet tall, basically. So
I have to stand in front of it, or what? What's my deal?
I would think you're going to get a little stool and squat and sit on the stool in front of it. Put it in front of the toilet. I think that seems like the perfect place.
Gosh, dude, that's a great idea. I need to get a picture of that and everything. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so I mean, 4 feet to me. So the top of the arcade machine is going to come up right to the bottom of my chest.
Yeah. The chat room says there's a riser on it.
You can buy a riser.
Okay.
Yeah, you can separately buy a riser.
Oh, you have to buy it by itself, though.
Yeah, comes with Helen Hunt. Ba-dum-bum.
Let's see, get it, Paul Reiser. Get it, everybody?
Yeah,
just in case they didn't get it.
No, but you do have to buy it separately. You can get a little riser, but still, yeah, I can't wait. So yours, it's actually got Rampage Gauntlet. Gauntlet's fun.
Yeah.
Joust and Defender.
Yeah, Defender's awesome. It's a good. That's why I picked
really
that
have
one.
Killed them to put Stargate on there too. If they're gonna have Defender,
I agree. There's a few on there. There's other like Robotron would have been great, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they need more than 5 freaking ancient games. But that's why I'm gonna hack the poop out of it. And you can't. You totally can. It'd be a piece of cake. You can hack anything. I could take my Switch right now and hack it. I don't want to, but I could.
yeah, I mean it's just got to be like a little Arduino box, or not Arduino, but like a Raspberry box or something in there driving it.
Well, even if it's more basic than that, it'd just be a matter. Yeah, you could tear out the entire guts of it and just keep the controllers and the display and put a whole new thing in there. Like,
yeah.
And I have one of those just sitting here waiting to have something done with it. I don't know. I have to think about it. But they had some other models as well. I can't remember what they were. This just seemed like the most. It had the stuff that I like the most for when I plug it in. So,
and this will tide you over until you and Steve get that big arcade machine finished.
Yeah, mainly the thing here was it's pretty inexpensive, you know.
Yeah, $30 is not bad at all for all this.
So, and they went on sale. If you hurried up, you could get one, but then they were delayed and then back ordered to hell and back because everybody wants one. And I got an email yesterday saying your thing will be here on the 18th. So. Very excited.
At the very least, you should be able to go get a Raspberry Pi, put the Pi Arcade stuff on there, and plug it into the monitor and the controls. Like, connect the controls.
That's what I'm saying.
So
that's exactly what I'm saying. I think I can just swap that, whatever that is, whatever the play unit is, just swap it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
exactly.
they may have some weird proprietary controller stuff. I don't know, but we'll find out when I get it. We'll make a little project out of it, everybody.
Can't wait to see how this goes.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes well. All right. Shall we call Brian Dunaway?
Let's call Brian Dunaway.
I agree. That should be a good time. We'll get him in here. Have a little bit of fun. Dunaway, you there already?
Oh, hi, Scott.
Oh, he's already there. Jeez Louises. All right, here you go. Hey, Dunaway, what's tooting your horn today? How's it going?
Get off my horn.
Ah, good.
Stop tooting it.
Stay off your horn. Good idea, everyone. Hey, it's Brian Dunaway, everybody. We're playing Babel Royale here on the show. And that's a little game we play with you. If you call this number, 801-471-0462, it's right there on your screen for those watching live. You could be today's big wiener. Now, big test today of the system to make sure this is going to work okay. I think it will. But I won't know till one of you calls. So call that number.
Oh, right. We still haven't had... I
think I got it. Okay, we're going to try it.
All right.
Let's see if this worked. You guys aren't hearing me all buzzy or anything, are you?
No, so far you sound great.
Okay, that's good. Hi, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sean the Sean.
Hello, Sean the Sean. It worked.
It works!
Yay.
I can hear Sean the Sean!
All right, I know what I have to do next time. It's an order in which I open things, which sounds stupid,
my
but
God,
I know it's
really?
stupid. It's something with the OS update. It's pissing me off. Anyway, Sean the Sean, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. Where do you hail from, generally speaking?
I'm also here in Salt Lake with you, Scott.
Oh, that's right. All right, Salt Lake City. Beautiful outside, cold as too cold, right? Isn't that the deal?
Actually, I haven't left my house yet because I'm working from home.
The last couple of days, I'll just say this. Last couple of days, some of the most beautiful days I've seen in the state and city.
Oh, no.
In a long time. What?
Here,
Is it happening?
Starting a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Is it back? Is it doing it again?
It's a little bit. So this used to happen, like that buzz thing used to happen with Coverville every once in a while.
Yeah.
If you mute yourself for a second,
Yeah.
sometimes it'll go away. Like the buzz loses whatever symbiote it's clinging to.
What level do I mute? Like
Mute, so I can't hear you or Sean the Sean, so mute yourself.
Okay, so Well, hold on.
Maybe Discord?
Yeah, that would be
Discord.
it. That'd have to be
Oh,
Discord.
there's a lot of things you'd have to mute.
Yeah, there's like a chain of mutations here. All right, so I'll try this. Okay, and now I come back. Did it make any difference at all?
Didn't make any difference. I'm still buzzing.
All right. Let me see if I can hear it. Hold on, Sean. But what overlay do I need? Come on. That's terrible. Dang it! It's got to be something with them with the stupid audio codec since this OS update. I hate it. It's so lame. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, Sean. I'm gonna hang up on you, and we're gonna still make it so you're our guy. All right, but we'll do that from the chat. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, stage 3. I'll figure it. Now we've troubleshot that. We know it still is poo, and we'll fix it. Do I sound fine now?
Yeah,
You sound totally fine now.
All right,
yeah.
let me fix beautiful days I've seen in the state. I'm going to cut off right there. All right, save. And let's
I hope Sean the Sean's in our chat room.
I know, right? Otherwise,
should
he's like,
be.
wait, guys, wait, oh, too late.
Big Brian.
All right, we're back. We're
Okay.
back. The thing's being dumb again. Sean the Sean, if you're in the chat room, you're going to still get to answer stuff here. All right? Oh, it says he is. Or they're saying he is.
They're saying he is, but I haven't. Is that the Thomas Herlofson?
I don't know. Is that him? Thomas
Or is it-
Herlofson? Or is
Well,
it
Rainbow Bride? I know isn't.
Revenge of
Sean
the
the Sean.
Bees? All right, well, someone will pipe up. Before we do that, Brian, will you explain how this is going to work and what he could win remotely without him being here?
Yes. I'm going to give Scott and Brian Dunaway a topic, and they're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer or repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Your job is to predict who is going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you are playing for a prize pack that includes some tea from the Phoenix Pearl Tea Shop in Montana. It's awesome. Scott and I can both verify.
Yep, confirmed.
Confirm, verify.
Yep.
As well as a Frog Pants pack directly from Scott, which is great because you're in Salt Lake City. Just drive by his house and pick it up. You don't even have to call first. Just show up, and he prefers anytime after 10 p.m.
Just show up. I'll come upstairs in my skivvies and hand you a box. All right, that sounds like a fine little prize. What's our topic?
Topic today, and Sean the Sean is now in the chat room. Topic today comes from TMS Mashups, Jamie again. The top 15 actors and actresses sorted by the number of episodes they appeared in for Star Trek The Next Generation. So, Star Trek The Next Generation actors and actresses, the top 15 sorted by the number of episodes in which they appeared.
Now, does this include the main cast, or is this just the guest stars?
This
Oh, that's a
includes
good
the main
question.
cast.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So
So
176 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation.
is that all there was? That's all there was?
That's all there was, yeah.
Oh, that seems low for 7 seasons.
Kind of does, doesn't
and we're
it?
just
Yeah.
going to characters. We don't have to do actors, right? I mean,
You're just doing
probably
characters.
could.
Yes.
Okay.
You probably could do
Most,
actors, but
yeah.
actually, I take that back. I want you to do actors because
Because you just
yes,
want to
I
see
want
us
you to do,
squirm.
I do want you to do actors.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'll do actors.
So sorry, yes, actors is what I want.
All right. Well,
Actors is what I want.
This is what I want. Sean the Sean, you're in the chat room there. I want you to tell us who you think is going to come out on top on this one, and let us know who you want to start
yeah,
between.
I would agree.
All right, Sean the Sean is choosing you, Scott.
Okay. Oof.
I choose you, Scott-a-chew.
All right.
And who would you like to go first?
He is. He's going with the local because we got to stick together.
That's right. Salt Lake City represent.
Represent. He's coming. He's coming. He's got it. I know. I can just feel it coming. About who?
Dunaway
he
to
wants
start.
Dunaway to
Ooh.
start. All right.
All right.
Let's do it. Dunaway.
Make sure I get this question right.
Yeah.
Yes. I want actors
Actor
and
name.
actresses. Uh-huh.
Actors and actresses' names who appeared on Star Trek Next Generation
Mm-hmm.
in order, top 15,
Top
in
15.
order of most appearances.
Correct.
Okay.
And you don't have to give me answers in order. I just
Right.
pick
Right,
anyone
right,
from
right,
the
right.
top 15.
Why?
Yes,
Why
exactly.
do we? Why do we separate actors and actresses anymore? Why can't we just say actors? This is a
that's a good
separate
question.
question. Like, what does it matter? It's like they're all
Because
actors.
then we'd have just a best actors category, and there'd be 14 people in the Oscars.
Well, yeah, but couldn't they
nominated
do
for
best
actor.
male actor, best female actor, or best?
Could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it's to me. It sounds like
Top
this old.
15 humans. No, you can't do that because
No, but you don't have to
cyborgs
separate him.
there.
You just say whoever now. Like it's not, even to this thing, it's not even germane. Anyway, go ahead.
There's
I'm going with
a lot of people who agree with you on that and want it just to be top 5 actors and not top 5 male actors, top 5 actresses.
But that's not related to our trivia. Here,
No.
yeah.
Nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this.
I'm gonna go with my favorite, Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc Picard.
Pickard.
Of course, all 176 episodes. It'd be
Was
silly
he-
if he didn't.
Right. You can't tell us now, I guess. He's got to be number 1, right?
He is
I mean,
number 1.
You
He is
can't have.
Yeah.
You can't have-
I'm a little surprised he was in every single one. I would have thought there would have been a couple of those where he just wasn't on. Wasn't part of the deal.
Right.
That surprises me. In fact, I'm almost sure that there was an episode where Picard wasn't
There
there.
was an episode without.
Yeah, but I
I'm
don't know
almost
why.
sure you're probably wrong.
I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like he was.
Now there was an
not there.
episode where he wasn't there, but there was a picture of him next to one of the other.
Is
his
it like
first-
that?
There was one. There were episodes where he I think there was where he flew somewhere.
Yeah, but they always showed him like at the beginning, right?
They showed him
It's
at
like-
the beginning. Yes.
Yeah.
You've got the comms. I'm leaving. Take good care of all of my plans.
So Sub Rosa, chat room brought it up as well. That one, I don't remember him in there at all in Sub Rosa, but maybe I don't remember that episode very well. There must have been some sort of welcome back, Dr. Crusher. How was your trip down to Ghost Lady?
Somebody's just asking Sub Rose a question mark.
Well, that's what I mean. He's asking if that's one
Yeah.
where he wasn't there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Commander Riker, played by Jonathan Frakes.
Correct. Also 176 episodes.
And on
So
one of those,
tied
he
for
would have been
first
two
place.
people. He was John. He was Ted or Tom Riker. What was his? Who's the brother?
Right.
Whatever it was. The other Riker brother was on there.
Riker Brothers.
Yeah. What was his name? Thomas Riker. Thomas.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What's that?
Thomas Riker.
Yeah, he had a brother. So there was an episode where he got his thing got stuck in the teleporter and it pooped out two of him. His pattern, and it pooped out two of them from the pattern, a copy, and it was a Riker clone. And the Riker's name was Tom, and the clone's name was Thomas. That's it. Yeah, he was Will Riker, and the clone's name was Thomas. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
All right. So, Frakes is there. Michael Dorn, Mr. Worf, he's always there. And it's Worf, not Mr. Worf. I know. I'm just.
Mr. Worf.
I forget when I joke around with trivia. It gets very serious. He gets
exactly.
very
It gets
serious. You
serious.
can't.
No, there's no messing around. Michael Dorn, 176 episodes. So very good. You guys are making your way down the list.
All right.
Michael J. Dorn.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. You didn't. 7 in the chat room said he used his middle initial, didn't he? And I said no, it's just Michael Dorn.
Marina Sirtis.
Marina Sirtis.
Got-
Consular Deanna Troy.
Yeah.
Correct. Also 176 episodes.
Captain, this planet makes me feel funny. That was her job for the first.
Don't worry. Everybody on this list has not been in all 176 episodes.
Right.
You just,
Oh, no,
happen to
there's.
be, you just happen to be picking the top few.
Yeah, there's a few that I know that were very important characters, but there were times when they weren't there that are kind of on my list. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton.
Correct. Very good. Lieutenant Commander Jordi LaForge, 176 episodes for him as well.
Okay. Data. Hold on a second.
You said it first, and you can't remember his name now. Oh no! Oh no!
I screwed it up.
It's Johnny Jack. Is his name?
Shush. You're gonna mess me up. Brent Spiner.
Wow, very good.
Oh my gosh, that hurt to say.
Good job.
I know how that is. Like when you've got it on the tip of your tongue, you're like, "Oh my god, I know this." What and
Right.
Dunaway is a great defensive move, like throwing other names at you.
Damn.
Can't imagine. Can't remember anybody else ever doing that to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never happened.
Also 176 episodes, and I will tell you now, you guys have named the top 6, all tied for first place, all 176 episodes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where it gets a little more tricky.
That one surprised me. I would have thought that there were episodes where one of those 6 people were not in there.
Right,
to-
I'm convinced they are. I want to have it. We got to do some science after this episode because I swear
Sure.
there's some.
Well, we should ask Trek Nerd. We should ask Daryl.
Yeah, maybe he'd know.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably not.
I think he would know.
No.
Of course he would know. He'll just run that right through his little system,
Yeah.
and he'll do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and it'll just pop right out.
Yeah.
All right. So now keep going, and that is
Blah, blah.
Brian's turn.
Dunaway, yeah. It's his turn.
I know she was there much more. All right. For some reason, I'm getting a little worried about this one. Okay, Gates McFadden.
Gates.
Yeah,
McFadden.
Beverly Crusher.
Number 7 on the list, of course. 155 episodes.
The reason she missed a ton is she was gone the whole second season.
She was, and that's why I was getting a little concerned. I was like, "Oh, what's that?"
But she made up for it.
Got Dr. Pulaski in there for her.
All
right. Oh boy, we are getting down to the pickings here.
Right, because there's your primary core cast.
Yep.
And we've pretty much covered all those, and after that it gets kind of shaky.
All right, I'm getting nervous about this one, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Wesley, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, you gotta
Will
do.
Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
86 episodes. That puts him at number 9 on the list. He's still in the top 15.
Okay.
Right.
I knew he had to be somewhere in there.
Yep. Very good. Thanks to Brian.
Will Wheaton.
There's a. I'm a little concerned.
About
God, it seems like I remember so many episodes later. Like, what was that? I think she didn't come in until like either season 2 or season 3. But she was in almost every episode after that. They always had like a little cameo with her.
Who?
I'm feeling a little Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh,
Whoopi Goldberg.
She was in there a lot after. I think it wasn't like until the 2nd or 3rd season, but every episode, Riker was usually down there, and she was the person they bounced everything off of. But
yeah, she had advice. She was the bartender type.
The final thought of the episode. Well,
right.
Sometimes when you try the hardest is when you need to try the least, or whatever. 29 episodes for Whoopi Goldberg, putting her right at 13.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, now I feel a little better about the range here. Because I would have thought I was going to say that may be wrong, and so the fact that she's still scooched in there.
That was.
Okay.
That made my feet sweat.
This is pushing it, but I'll say because I don't want to lump his DS9 time in there, but I'll say Miles O'Brien played by Cole Meany.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
52 episodes for Chief Miles O'Brien,
Really?
Yeah.
putting him at number 10 in the list.
Okay.
I would have thought he would have been less, but I guess he was around for a good while.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Keiko and all that.
Right.
he? Right.
Klinger's ex-wife.
Wow, we are down to it now because I really
there's
can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names still left on this list.
All right.
I'm gonna I'm gonna throw one out there, and I just feel like this is gonna be like she's gonna be like 50 or something. How about Denise Crosby?
Oh,
Denise Crosby.
Before she got ate by the black pool. I mean, she made it all the way to like season 2
or
that's when they
something,
that's
yeah.
when they brought in Whoopi Goldberg was the kind of
yeah, but in
trade-off
theory,
was
in
the-
Yeah,
theory,
that
you're
was
like
kind of the trade-off.
that's potentially 48 episodes or so you might be okay.
yeah, it was a couple of seasons, 2 or 3.
She was actually on 35 episodes as Lieutenant Tashiar, putting her right in front of Whoopi Goldberg,
way more than I
number
thought.
12 on the list.
Wow.
I thought I missed that one.
And
I thought it was a
He
whiff.
appeared on 35 episodes of TNG, yet still couldn't make an appearance visually on the introduction to Frog Pants All Stars a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Said in that recording,
Yep. And this
playing with her action figures.
figure cam. All right. John Delancey, old crusty space hands, as Q.
John Delancey.
John Delancey.
Q.
He was
Those,
so
who
spread out. I just don't know if it was enough.
I'm looking to see how many episodes he was on because
No.
it's not in the top 15.
Oh!
Yeah.
He was
no.
on, but should he get extra for being on the first episode
No.
and the last?
No.
Oh
yeah. Do they
what, does
count?
that count as,
Those are 2 parts each, so they'll count as extra episodes or no?
those,
Yeah, they
those-
should count.
Well, they would count as 2 episodes, but he only appeared on a total of 8 episodes. Maybe 10 if you include double on the last one and the first one.
But he was
that's
always
crazy.
popping in.
That's crazy.
That was going to be my next answer. He was always
Was
popping
really?
in.
Yeah.
No. How'd Majel Barrett do? Are you going to count her as the computer
Majel
voice?
Barrett, of course, because she was the Enterprise computer for 105 episodes.
Oh, that seems cheap.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That seems
She's listed high on the IMDb page for that. You've also got James G. Becker, who played either Youngblood or a member of the 10 Forward crew for 40 episodes. He was actually on Star Trek more than Denise Crosby or Whoopi Goldberg. good old James G. Becker. Diana Muldaur, Pulaski, 20 episodes, put her at number 14. And Patty Yasutake, who played Nurse Alyssa Ogawa for 16 episodes.
Nurse Ogawa.
That makes sense.
Frickin' butthole John Delancey. Not only is your hand all crusty, but you weren't in nearly enough episodes of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Boy,
what bums me out is James G. Becker doesn't even have a photo on IMDb. Like he's just got got his Star Trek Next Generation listing. He also appeared on 1 episode of Webster as, you guessed
Webster?
it, Ensign Youngblood.
Oh, no way.
For
get
the
outta
Web Trek
here.
for the Web Trek episode of Webster, which now is on my film sack list. We have to watch the Web Trek episode of Webster.
Yeah, somebody get that.
Where is Webster even streaming? How can you even get that?
I don't know, but at this point I'll take a Plex friend for this one.
Let's see. Let's see if Just Watch has it. They were looking for Webster the TV series.
Webster the TV series, yeah. Google Play has 3 seasons of it, all 3 seasons, but that one you'd have to buy.
Yep, that's it. Webster
I don't remember him being in on that much. I just don't remember him being
in the
TNG that much. I just don't remember him being that much in there.
James G. Becker?
Yeah, was he like in the background? Was he?
Yeah, he played Ensign Youngblood. Like, let's see if I can find a photo of him. That's why I'm bummed that there wasn't a photo on.
Did he have like speaking lines every time?
This is the
Because
first time I've even heard of the guy. I've never even heard of him.
Right.
Young.
Yeah, he must have had I would assume he'd have a speaking role.
Oh,
I
here he is.
recognize him, but I mean, yeah.
There he is. I see him in some photos on IMDb or on Google Images. This is Ensign Youngblood. Did he ever say anything?
He must have.
I remember this episode where is that the same actor? Oh, it is. Okay, there was like a Han Solo type dude in that show, and he played. That's the same actor. I don't know if it's the same character or not.
Huh?
But chat room,
he also. Okay, his only Jonathan Frakes directed an episode where he was in it, and Frakes had Becker deliver his sole line of dialogue, actually just one word, "gentleman," when he directed the 3rd season episode, The Offspring. So only one ever episode. But he was a first assistant director on TNG. Oh no, I'm sorry. He was a friend of Les Landau, who's the first assistant director on TNG. And
so this is just him getting his buddy on set, is what he's doing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had no idea that the actress's name for Dr. Pulaski. I had no idea, so that was.
I wouldn't have gotten
that was
her
one
either.
of my thoughts, but I was like, I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't know her
and
name.
He passed away in 2014.
Who did?
Ensign James G. Becker.
He's too young.
He is too young. Yeah.
Something bad happened. Something bad happened.
Youngblood.
Something bad happened.
I think so.
Must have been. That's too young. That's weird. He's a young guy.
He was 48.
That's too young.
It is too young.
Yeah. Brian and I'd be dead by now. I don't like thinking about it.
Right. Yeah, there's no details listed as passing, but in any case, sadly, a car accident. Jeez. Okay.
Was it? How do we know that?
Really?
Memory Alpha. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good at
I
all.
don't like any of this.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
All right, I lose. Sorry about that, Sean the Sean. We'll get another chance there, buddy. You're local, and we got to stand together, unite. But these prizes will move forward to our next edition, which will be next Monday.
You see, you think that the pick at the beginning of the game is not really important, but honestly, if Scott had went first, I would have went down the same path.
You both had Q as your next answer.
Q is my next answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's all about luck of the draw. Yeah. Yep. Who we pick first matters. Okay. Well, there you have it. Well done. Done away. Stay out of trouble, will you? All right. Let's put
the, the car horn on the screen might have been the wrong thing to play for that. For just after saying,
Oh,
that
this
guy
thing?
passed away in a car.
Oh, yeah, probably. I didn't mean to.
It was completely unintentional. Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
think of that at all. I play that every time, you guys.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now I feel dumb. All right, we're going to take a break because there's no time for news. But we'll have
no time for news, Dr. Jones.
no time for news. But we do have Tom on the other side of this, so stick around, and we'll get to Tom's Tech Time. We also have recommendals today, and we're gonna eat some Japanese food later. So it's all
Yay!
exciting stuff coming up here on the morning stream. But before we do any of that, Brian will play a song now, please.
Well, and before even I do that, Simon Le Bon is turning 60 at the end of this month. So today's Coverville is going to be Duran Duran. Duran Duran Duran. Scott, can you name the movie in which the name Duran Duran comes from? It was a Film Sack movie.
Yeah, and you've told me this before, and I always forget. And then we did the thing on Film Sack, and now I forget.
He's the villain of Barbarella.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. I still have sound clips of that guy. He was great.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
All right. Your Indie in the Middle today comes to us from an album that doesn't come out till November 9th, but I'm excited to hear this thing. It's got a very